Hello, everybody, and welcome to Church at Home with Rachel for this Feel Good Friday. It is the 30th of January, and it's just like before I go anywhere out further to wish a shout out to my mom, Ruth, for her birthday. Today is her birthday, as I am only about 3 years old. She's 25 today. So, wish her all the best. Happy birthday, Mom. Some of you know when I do my daily office or my daily prayers, I take about 10 minutes, not a lot of time, but my prayers take me about an hour. So I take about 10 minutes of that time to read a theological book. I just finished reading a really good book called Green Shoots in a Dry Ground, Growing the Future of the Church in Canada. And I've just moved on to a new one, Who Needs God by Rabbi Harold Kushner. It's an older book written in the, I think it's written in, it was published in let's see here, 89. So it's ancient in the thing of books. But the thing about Rabbi Kushner is his wisdom is, as far as I'm concerned, eternal. So I highly recommend you read his stuff. When Bad Things Happen to Good People is a good one as well. But this one I'd not read before, and it's on my bookshelf. So I thought, you know what, I'll read it and pass it on. But it comes from a book called Who Needs God? And this is from the introduction. I'd like to share this with you. He says, the members of a certain West African tribe tell the legend of the Sky Maiden. It happened once that the people of the tribe noticed their cows were giving less milk than they used to. They could not understand why. One young man volunteered to stay up all night to see what might be happening. After several hours of waiting in the darkness, hiding in a bush, he saw something extraordinary. A young woman of astonishing beauty rode a moonbeam down from heaven to earth, carrying a large pail. She milked the cows, filled her pail, and climbed back up the moonbeam to the sky. The man could not believe what he had seen. The next night he set a trap near where the cows were kept, and when the maiden came down to milk the cows, he sprang the trap and caught her. Who are you? He demanded. She explained that she was a sky maiden, a member of a tribe that lived in the sky and had no food of their own. It was her job to come to earth at night and find food. She pleaded with him to let her out of the net, and she would do anything he asked. The man said he would release her only if she agreed to marry him. I will marry you, she said, but first you must let me go home for 3 days to prepare myself. Then I will return and be your wife. He agreed. 3 days later, she returned carrying a large box. I will be your wife and make you very happy, she told him, but you must promise me never to look inside this box. For several weeks they were very happy together. Then one day, while his wife was out, the man was overcome with curiosity and opened the box. There was nothing in it. When the woman came back, she saw her husband looking strangely at her and said, You looked in the box, didn't you? I can't live with you anymore. Why? The man asked. What's so terrible about my peeking into an empty box? I'm not believing you because you opened the box. I thought you probably would. I'm leaving you because you said it was empty. It wasn't empty. It was full of sky. It contained the light and the air and the smells of my home in the sky. When I went home for the last time, I filled that box with everything that was most precious to me to remind me of where I came from. How can I be your wife if what is most precious to me is emptiness to you? Taken from Who Needs God by Rabbi Harold Kushner. I found that to be really powerful, and the reason I wanted to use it for Feel Good Friday was not because it sounds like not a nice story, like she can't be his wife anymore. He's betrayed her, although he's betrayed her in a way that he didn't recognize. He thought it was because he opened the box, and it's because she didn't recognize what was in it that she felt betrayed. And the fact is, I think the feel good part of this is that we all have the right to have our own box. And regardless of whether the people we love open that box and peek into it and what they see or don't see, the point is that we all have the right to have our own box. And other people might look in our box and think, oh, that's just empty. There's nothing there. There's nothing. I don't recognize anything in it. And that's okay. Other people don't have to know what makes your heart sing. The point is, we all need to have our own box. We need to have that place where we gather the things that we carry in our hearts. And they could be things from our imagination. They could be things that are unseen and not tangible. They could indeed be things that are seen and tangible. I have a box, and in that box I have a harmonica that my grandfather played, a mouth organ, and I have his wallet. There's nothing in it, like his driver's license, his health card, things like that. But there are two things that he handled on a regular basis. I have letters that Rob wrote me when he was deployed. I have Christmas cards that have meant the world to me, and other little notions, trinkets of things that would mean nothing to anyone else, with no context, with no history. People might look at them and, after I'm gone, I don't have any kids to inherit my stuff. So somebody, whoever is responsible for my estate, will probably look at all these things and think, what the heck? Like, what's this about? Prayer books, books that I've written prayers for people in and filled them up and put them in the box because they mean something to me. And the idea is not so much that we leave a legacy for someone else, that it becomes meaningful for someone else, so that someone else can look in that box and see it and say, oh, yes, this was powerful indeed. Because most likely they're going to look in the box and say, what wasted space? And that's okay, because the box isn't for them. The box is one of those things that we can selfishly hold on to. And in that, we are able to give thanks to God for the beauty God has given us, for the relationships that we have shared. In my box, now that I've read that story, I think I'm going to put some memories. Memory of a rainbow over a round lake that you could only see half of because there was fog on the other side of the lake. It literally, when we lived on the lake, it was the fog on one side and the fog was burning off and the rainbow was there and you could see half a rainbow and the rest was fog. Like a line was drawn. I got a picture of it. I don't need to print the picture off and put it in my box because I can take it from here and put it in my box. The smell of pipe tobacco as I would sit on my grandfather's knee and he would blow warm smoke in my ear when I had the earache. That's not something anyone else could know or understand or see or feel, but I can. And so I can put it in my box. Your box is for you. If other people open your box and they recognize what's in it, more power to them. And maybe that gives you someone that you can talk about all those things with. But you don't need that. You just need your own box. So if you don't have a box, literally or metaphorically, go out this weekend and get yourself a box. Create one in your mind's eye. And then carefully look through your life and pick out the blessings and the memories and the things that you want to hold on to in your box. And make sure you put that in, again, literally or metaphorically, make sure you put your box in a very safe and sacred place. Enjoy building your box this weekend, folks. God bless. I will see you on Sunday for Gospel on the Go, Monday for Church at Home with Rachael.